welcome back. We're set up here to make our Italian mac and cheese. This is going to be your new favorite thing. You're not going to want regular mac and cheese anymore. It's going to be creamy, delicious, and using great ingredients. So let's get started. I'm going to start with get some butter. We're going to build a roux. Get some butter started. And this is simple roux. We're going to put some regular flour in here and just get it started a little at a time until it incorporates. I just throw it right on top of there. We got to get the butter melting. So you just move it around the pan and it'll start to thicken up. You'll see like magic. We're boiling the water over here for the pasta. I chose rotini today. You can pick your favorite. As long as your favorite's not spaghetti or something, it wouldn't really work with this dish. Looks beautiful right now. That's how you want it to look exactly. All right, and then we're gonna pour the milk in slowly because it's cold. So we don't wanna give it too much of a shock. Just start pouring a little milk in there. It's gonna bubble. It's gonna get thick as soon as this does. You don't want it to be bubbling too much, so let's lower that just a bit. All right, there you go. All right, now, this is going to get thick. It's a bechamel. It's going to get thick, nice, like a nice sauce. And then we're going to start adding our cheeses. And at that point, we'll start adding our pasta as well. All right. And this is important. I see a lot of people when they add you're supposed to add salt to your pasta water. All right. But I see a lot of people, they add it like as soon as they start. They pour the water in cold and start putting the salt in. Don't do that. Just put it in once it boils. You're going to ruin your pots. It raises it changes the boiling point, and it's just going to ruin your pasta. And it's not going to get into the pasta. You just won't taste it in there. So don't do it. Just put it in once it boils. Be patient. All right. That's just going to boil up now. I had the old school recipe for bechamel calls for a little nutmeg. A lot of people don't do this anymore, but I still like it. It's a little bit, it's in the background, and I still like to do it traditionally. And we just, don't buy the powder stuff. Get one of these and just grate it in there, just a little bit. All right, so as we start getting this, we're gonna start bringing over the cheeses.
Oh, so cheesy.
That's imported Fontana cheese right here. This is domestic mozzarella. And this is Locatelli cheese. Please, you got to get the good cheeses. Don't get some of these cheeses they just have out because it's on sale. You get your Locatellis. Get a nice Parmesan. Don't cop out on the cheeses. All right. Okay, so this is. Let me just check my pasta here. Pasta is nice. I'm going to take this off. We'll get back to that in a second. All right. All right, so as you can see, this is nice and creamy now. And we'll start adding our cheeses. This is a funny thing. A funny story about the nutmeg is my wife, she absolutely hates nutmeg. And she tells me, don't put that in anything. I hate nutmeg. Why are you buying nutmeg? All this stuff. And so every time, but she loves my mac and cheese. Every time I put it in here. She doesn't know. She's gonna know now. I just told her on camera, but she's been eating it for years. She knows. She's gonna say, "Oh, you didn't really put it in there," but I did. All right, so I'm gonna take our Fontana cheese. We'll start with that and just start putting it in, incorporating it. A little bit of time, but not. It'll melt fast. So you just put a little in like that, mix it around, put a little more in. All right, make it nice and creamy. If it gets a little too thick, you can always just pop in a little more milk. Make it a little more, okay? All right. All right, it's gonna melt that nice. And this is, I'll just clean this up. All right, and then just a little, we're not gonna use all of this, but this is gonna give it a little nice salt element. You see, I didn't put a lot of salt in it because this is very salty and raises the salt level. So, gonna get this going. We're also gonna put some mortadella in that. Here's some domestic mozzarella. All right, put some of that in, make it nice and creamy. All right. See, it's starting to get a little thick here, so what we want to do is just add a little milk, and it's going to cream it nice back up. And there you go. All right, and all right, it's a beautiful thing. Now here's some mortadella. Always go with the imported. They have a domestic. It's just not as good. So always go with the imported. It's a little more expensive, but to me, well worth the money. And it works excellent in this dish. And if you've ever tried mortadella before and you didn't like it, you were probably eating the domestic. That's what I'd say. All right, so we do need a little more milk. All right, now our pasta's done. Okay. Now it's looking about right. All right. Nice and creamy, see? Just let it cook for a second. I like to hit it at the end with a little, this is a mixture of parsley and marjoram. I just like to hit it at the end, boom. Just give it a little color and flavor, obviously, that nice earthy flavor. All right, mix it in. That's how I get my vegetables, you know. A little at the end. All right. Hope Anthony's got his eating shoes on, because I'm about to call him out here and do this in another minute. And cut up some more of this mortadella. Like I said, I can't say it enough. Do not get the domestic. I don't think it's domestic, but the imported is just, it's in a world of its own. And you can just rough cut this stuff. Just get it in there. You can use, you know, if you have a favorite ham or prosciutto, you certainly could use that in this dish as well. It's just, I can attest that this one is the best. Okay. All right, and we're about ready to add it to the pasta. So. Get this bowl out of here. All right, our pasta's all done. I like to hit the pasta with a little olive oil before. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're ready to put it on the pasta and get rid of this one now. And wow, smell that mortadella right away. It's beautiful. All right, bring it close to the dish. Just mix it in there. You just want to coat it. You know, some people like a lot of sauce, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. But you just really want to coat it. Get it nice and coated. See that? See how creamy that is? It's a beautiful thing. This is one of my favorites. And we make this a lot. And it's gonna be one of your new favorites. I swear it's gonna be your new favorite thing. You can write me and let me know when it is your new favorite thing. It's gonna be Anthony's new favorite thing in about a minute and a half. Anthony, you want to get a plate and maybe a fork and come on in here? Look how creamy and beautiful that is, huh? And just put a little, you can, at the end, just hit it off with a little parsley and marjoram. And nice and creamy. Anthony, you want to come on in here and sample this? I'm sure, I love your job, huh?
It's great. I eat all day.
There you go. All right, take this off. See how nice and creamy it is?
Looks beautiful.
Yeah. Just hot watch your tongue a little bit. I want to eat this so bad sometimes I burn my tongue. I do it all the time. You gotta make it look pretty, you know?
Thank you, Chef.
You're welcome.
Smells wonderful. Delicious.
It's creamy, right? And it stays. You put it into the, you put it in the, you know, you're done with this. Okay, we're all done eating. Put it in the fridge. It stays creamy. You heat it up the next day. It stays. creamy and beautiful. And so it's something, and like I said, you can put this on vegetables. Sometimes we have a chicken meal the next day, put it on top of that, put it on pasta, put it on broccoli, asparagus, and it just works really well. All right, now we're gonna clean up, and I got a really special dish for you next. We're gonna show you how to smoke some sausage. At home you can do it, it's a very simple process. We're gonna make some smoked sausage risotto with some roasted red peppers and sweet peppers. You're gonna love it, so we'll be back in a minute.